Hello everyone. So in this video, I will be talking about a very recent interview experience of TCS 23 अप्रैल का ये interview experience होने वाला है. So I will discuss about this, okay? And also I just wanted to talk about one thing that if you have your upcoming interview, you can see the crack interview notes. The link will be in the description. It will help you out for a quick preparation. You will be getting a crash interview preparation book for 92 pages, and it will cover almost all generic topics, okay, which you can cover through this only 92 pages book, which you can use for the preparation. Then we have separate notes for oops programming, STL collection framework, HR questions, DSA theory, project based questions, CS fundamental, SQL queries, computer science coding sheet, studio code output, candidate interview experience sheet. So you can check it out. The link of the crack interview notes will be in the description. Okay, let's start with the interview experience. It's a very recent interview experience for 23rd April, prime interview, Hyderabad, Ali Batla officer, TR. I was asked how many test cases I cleared in NQT and on what day I gave TCS exam. I said 3rd April first shift, 14 by 14 test cases I have cleared. He asked what were the coding question asked. I said train speed, distance, time, and time speed were given. We have to find the distance. Okay. So this was the coding question that got asked on 3rd of April, first shift. Okay. And I also solved it on YouTube. Okay. So the TR asked me to solve it on paper and pen in front of him. I was taking paper and pen when HR asked how was I able to solve all test cases. What was the formula? I said speed equals to distance divided by time, and I was able to clear test cases because all constants were clearly mentioned. So I just followed that and cleared the test cases. So TR heard this and noticed that I can solve the code. So he asked what was the second question. I said Cadence algorithm. He asked me to solve that instead on paper. I was solving entire code and was almost done. He thought something and asked me to give the paper. So I think when he was writing the code on paper or solving that question, the TR noticed yes, he is good at coding. He can solve the coding question and he's solving the coding question right. That's why I think he took the paper and he asked the further question. So two coding question they asked. Okay, two coding questions they asked. That two coding questions were from TCS NQT exam only. So the candidate have given the exam has given the exam on 3rd of April. So they asked the same question which got asked on 3rd April. Okay. So after that, if you can see here, he shared the experience. Okay. He saw the code and asked me about my internships. Okay. Reason for not getting full time after internship. I said the truth. Biggest client left the company, so cutoff was increased. I did not perform well in few sections. Asked me many questions on projects. He used AI. He used AI to search question on Flutter as I did Flutter project. From what are stateless and stateful widgets for to asynchronous programming and multi-threading. Meanwhile, MR were just listening and observing. Okay, so the thing is, the candidate first they asked the candidates about the internship and so many questions on projects. Okay, the candidate had the project on the Flutter. Okay, so I think the interviewer, okay, the interviewer maybe not having the knowledge of Flutter, so maybe he searched the questions on Chat GPT like hard questions on Flutter or some complex question on Flutter. Then he asked the questions. Okay, and MR just listening and observing. Then MR asked about where I live and family details. In last, TR asked what roles does my profile suit. I said digital because I have projects on web and Android. But however, if I have given prime role, I can perform well as I know the theory part but don't have projects. Okay. I was asked if I have any question for them. I said no. They asked me to wait. Then after coordinator asked me to wait for 2 minutes and told me that I am selected for HR round. After 10 minutes, HR asked me for documents and few HR questions like what would I choose between TCS and competitive companies like Infosys, Wipro, etc. And why TCS. What should I choose between TCS and product-based company? I said for next 4 to 5 years, I will focus on TCS as one should have good understanding on fundamentals and professional practice. For example, TCS follows sprint SDLC life cycles. I need to learn those two. After 4 to 5 years, if I am leading a team and learning is good too, then I won't even think of switching. Okay. So then she said there will be 1 year bond and documents background verification, and if I fail to meet the minimum eligibility criteria with academics or gaps etc, I will be rejected at the point of the time itself. She asked if I have any question for us. I asked about ILP and joining. She said those will be shared through mail, and I left. Okay, two to three things which I would say about this interview experience. First of all, after reading the interview experience, what I can say, the candidate is very, very honest. Okay, so I think this is very, very good thing. Like he did not said that no, I will be working for TCS or something. So he talked about 4 to 5 years plan and said if the learning is good, then I will not switch, but I can switch if the growth is not here. Okay, also the candidate is very, very good about the profile, like he thinks that he is suitable for digital, so he said that yes, I am suitable for digital, maybe because I only know the theory part of the AI and all. Okay, so I think this is a very, very honest interview experience, and at last I think this candidate will be getting selected for sure. Okay. And the interview experience was also good. Like two coding questions they asked. After that, about the projects, internships they asked. Then lot of HR questions they asked. Okay, project related questions they asked. So I think it's a good interview experience for TCS Prime. So I hope you guys also liked it. Okay. And if you want to prepare for your interview, you can purchase the crack interview notes. The link will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching.